What's up, Clever Gamer? Shine here. Welcome back to Figure Sunday. Today we'll be reviewing the Trouble in Windows art book, Fanbook, OS X Fanbook figures. Except that these did not come with the Fanbook. So no, there's not going to be the Fanbook, but that's what these are called. These are the Trouble in Windows figures, and these are the only officially released OS X figures that actually have all four of the main OS X. Now, a little background. What's OS X? Well, OS X is basically a mispronunciation of the word Chan. So basically, this is basically the embodiment of various Windows operating systems, such as Windows XP, Windows 2000, Windows 95. Fun fact, I actually have a box copy of Windows 95. That's not actually a joke. I'm going to actually get it because I like to flex on people. Not really, I'm not flexing. I actually have this. Box copy Windows 95, and since this is sort of related to what OS X is, I'm just gonna keep that here. Just gonna put that in the video, but I'm gonna put that to the side, so you don't really care about that. And you have Windows ME, arguably the worst OS because people say it's the worst, but in my experience, ME worked perfectly fine. In fact, it was actually my first operating system I ever used. So in my opinion, ME worked fine. So as you can see, these are little figures that came out back during the popularity of OS X, which was like really early 2000s, from 2001 all the way to 2005, and a little bit later into the end of Windows. Really, what ended up killing OS X was Windows 10. What ended up killing it was Windows 10. So, literally, since Microsoft said, "Hey, we ain't making no more Windows," that literally just killed OS X. With the last, technically, one being the Windows 10 one. That was technically the last one, and then it just kind of died off there. But as you can see, I'll be reviewing these in the first time because no one's ever actually had video reviews of these on YouTube, at least. So there's been tons of pictures of these, but no one's ever physically reviewed them. So we're going to start one by one. We're going to start with the oldest operating system, that being 95. 95, here she is. We'll start with the oldest operating system, Windows 95, which Windows 95 is the oldest one, I think. Since Windows 95 came out before 2000, here's 95. As you can see, she has her traditional geisha look from the fan art, and from the fan art. So if you go around looking for Windows 95, you'll find tons of images of Windows 95 or OS X. If you want to look into it, you will find a lot about these, and a lot of fan art, and a lot of other kind of fan art, a lot of kind of off-brand fan art. Haha, you know what I'm talking about. You'll find tons of Windows 95 and the rest of them. And this one actually has a little bit of a paint chip. This is how it came when I got it. I bought this secondhand off eBay. I did not buy these brand new because trying to find a new set of these is a pain in the butt. And I actually lucked out and paid a decent price. I paid a decent price for these because usually trying to get a hold of this set is difficult if you can even find it, and expensive if you can even find it. There's one man on eBay selling it right now for about $60, and it doesn't even come with the 2K figure, which originally, when this thing released, the 2K figure didn't actually come with the set, despite the fact that the 2K figure is advertised inside the set, even though it didn't come with it. Because of what I've been found out, most variants of this didn't actually come with the 2K. And actually, as you can see on the box, it also just let me trying to show you the little Easter egg, a little thing here. Before I get back to the figure, as you can see, it says on this they call them OS girls, but it's actually OS X. So you got OS girl 95, OS Girl ME, OS Girl XP, right there. OS Girl XP, if I can get a stabilization shot. I don't know why it's trying to, there you go. And on the inside, OS Girl 2K, which these are manufactured by a company called, I think they're called the Pink Company. From what I remember, they're called, the company that made these, they're called, I think they're called the Pink Company, or they're called the something else company. Like, it's made by a certain company that produced these. So that's pretty cool. So we can put that back. So here she is, 95, with her geisha look, because that's what she is. She does not come with her katana like she usually has, but she has all the thing. Everything is painted right with the Windows coloring. This is painted right. This is painted great. This is painted correctly, and everything is correct to Windows 95. This little piece is not actually part of the figure. It's just there to make it stand up. I can actually remove it, but I like to keep it on just so the feet part don't get bent, because I don't want them getting bent. Because this breaking is a pain in the butt to find another one. So next we're going to do 2K, because in terms of age, 2K came out before ME. So here is 2K. Here is the 2K. So as you can see, here is Windows 2000, aka 2K. As you can see, 2K is her traditional maid slash warrior maid type self. You got the little ears and the glasses; those are really good. You got the Windows pattern on this thing. It has a sword, and it has all the little, even the little stockings are painted, and the little shoes, and the cape is nice. She comes with her sword. For the longest time, I've been having an issue making her stand, so that's why you see this little piece right there, which actually helps it stand. Without it, this thing would keep toppling over and dripping over. So thanks to this little piece, it stands up. So I thank this little piece for doing its job. It actually comes with it to keep it standing up, which that's very helpful because she droops over a lot. As you can see on the little things, it says 2K, up, and we dropped it. That's fantastic. And I lost it. Oh, and we lost it, and we're going wrong now. Oh, and it's going wrong now. Here we go. And things are going wrong. And everything goes wrong in a review. See, it's not a Shine Zero review unless something goes wrong in every review. Every review, something has to go wrong. There you go. This review is going a little too perfect. This is going a little too perfect. It needed to go, something needed to go wrong. Also, like I don't know if I showed this. I'm pretty sure I did show this, but at the bottom, you can see it says there's 95. It says 95 at the bottom. You can't really see it because 95 is on top. So here it is, 95. So there's that. Next, I'm just going to put 95 there. No, I'll just put 90. Let me put 95 back up. Jesus Christ, that dog sounds like really angry. Next one here is ME. Here's Windows ME looking all nice, which is technically, ME was technically the first OS X actually created, but she is she's technically older than XP because the ME came out before XP. But ME is usually depicted as troublemaker, you know, not working, usually breaking. In most fan art, you'll see that as ME's usually breaking something or destroying something, because ME would have the complexity or the tendency to crash a lot, which in my experience of using ME, that never happened. So I don't know what everyone else is talking about, but overall, the little maid aesthetic is done right. At the bottom, it shows her little signature thing, and she has her bang, which I don't know what it's called. So here's the name, what that's called. I know what it's called, I just didn't say it. Here's the little leaf thing, and it's a little cool. It's a nice little cool figure. These are covered in dust because they were in boxes for a while before I pulled them out. But hey, you know, her ribbons are painted like they're supposed to be, and it looks nice. Here's a full 360. So here's your full 360 of them, because there's not very many videos of these on the internet. I'm trying to make sure you get detailed images. So there's the ME. And last but simply not least, the XP, which is arguably my favorite. XP is actually my favorite of the OS Tan / OS Girls / OS Chan / all the other shit / Windows Chan / Gajinka's OS / anti-promorph, Moe-promorph stuff, you know. So there's XP at the bottom. It says XP, has the XP thing. I can't move this because I'm afraid this will break again, because this actually did break one time before, and I'm afraid it's going to bust off, so it's a little finicky, and I don't want it to break off again, because again, things like to break off in this review. As you can see, you have XP holding a bowl of food, which XP is, even in fan art, is usually depicted eating lots of food, because XP, people like to make the joke, well, XP eats a lot because XP needed more RAM than all the other OSs back here. But hey, that's that. XP has her signature ribbons on her hair, and her signature XP in the corner, which is nice. The eyes are blue. Most XP fan art is used to depict it with her with having blue hair or a dark gray or dark brown kind of hair, which sometimes some of you will find. As you can see, the chair is painted a nice red. She actually can come off of the chair, but it's a pain to put her back on, and I don't feel like doing that. I'll give you a full 360 like this. Here's the 360. Overall, there's not really many issues with these. They're just nice little figure pieces that you would just you know, put on your shelf. You would just put them on your shelf and have them on your shelf. They're actually really cool. One more thing I want to show off for this. Oh, the back's falling down. That's actually, oh, the back's falling down. Another thing I want to show off with the box before we end this. I'm gonna give you another full look at the box, and I'll give you another full 360. I think, and we'll be done. So let's move them to the side. So box, as you can see, it has the OS, what's the OS X stuff. It also has another full shot of all of them. This is actually how you would display it. This is the book I was referring to that I did not, when I bought this, it didn't come with it. Though if you can luck out, you might be able to find one with a book. This usually retails between $30 to something if you can still get a hold of these. Again, this did come out in early 2005, so these were hard to get a hold of. I didn't find out about them until much later into my, I think my early teens. So I didn't find out about this until my early teens. So there's that. Other than that, it's a nice little cool figure box, and I'm going to be putting it back in the box after I'm done with this review because I'm very, very cautious of these and I don't want these breaking, and I'm very protective of these. I already showed you this, but something I didn't show you on this side is if you open this up, you have another illustration of the OS X. A little nice little illustration. You have the 95. You have 95. I think this is maybe a small 2K, but I'm not sure. This is NT. NT is depicted as a dog, and you have Emmy. So that's that. So that's that. One more time. So once over, we're going to do another spin over of all of them so you can have that, because there's not very many videos of these on the internet, but I'll be the first one to get this out. So here, probably not the first one, probably the second or third one. But here's a full spin, 2000. I mean, not 2000, 95. This little paint chip on that one, I don't think I can get rid of that, so that's that. 2K. Here's 2K, starting with the front, to the side, to the back, to the other side, to the other back. There you are. And then to the face here. Okay, focus if you want. Focus. Emmy. Here's Emmy. Let's have Emmy standing right. Emmy. To the side now. To the back now. To the other side now. And then to the front now. That's good. And then last but not least, my favorite, XP. The front. To the side. To the back. To the other side. And that is about it for the set. So that's it for this set. I actually do have, but fun fact, this is not the only OS X figure I actually have. There was a couple of other figures which are now infamously hard to find, but I do have other figures that I do have another figure, just one, because I do plan to get more of these to try to hunt down the rest. But that's the story for another day. So if you liked the video, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. This has been Shine Zero, and I will be doing a review of that figure much later. I don't know when. Maybe when I get a better camera setup, I'll be reviewing it, but that's about it. So if you like this video, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. This has been Shine Zero. Signing goodbye. Signing goodbye. Also, if you're a fan of Windows, I might one day open this box copy of Windows 95. Probably won't. Let's face it, I probably will not open this box copy of Windows 95 because I'm not doing that. But here's the box copy of Windows 95. For comparison, as you can see, box copy of Windows 95, OS X figures. Box copy of Windows 95, OS X figures. So anyway, this has been your host, Shine Zero, signing out, and goodbye. Thank you for watching this video.